Hi, Paul Sladkis. Good news broadcast. Pause the world for peace. Pause the world for floating beds. We're going to actually have a conversation about floating beds. I'll be frank with you. I haven't had a good floating bed conversation in a long time. It might have been maybe 76 years ago. Wait, I'm only 75. So the point of the matter is the following. You guys, Aloe or Aloysia, and then our good buddy here, John, who has too much hair, and I actually don't like him now as a result of that. Have a company where they make these gorgeous floating beds. What is a floating bed?
Well, it's funny you mentioned 76 years ago, because when an embryo is in a womb, they're floating in the fluid in their mother. And that motion is scientifically or evolutionarily proven to be the most relaxing motion you can have, floating. And I saw a lot of medical studies about the benefits of that motion in terms of relaxation, stress release, health benefits. And I decided to make a bed that used that same motion, which turned out to actually be a really good idea.
Yeah, I would think so. With our daughter, I remember, we put her in the car, to take her for a ride, or the stroller. Everybody's rocking, rock and rolling the strollers. And this is great foresight. Now, I will have to say that these beds are pretty cool. I mean, this is not just like a bed. This is a super bed. I mean, this is something, you have this in your backyard. Can this go in your house also, this bed?
Yeah, people put them in their houses. We've got floating beds all over the world: bedrooms, guest rooms, living rooms, yards, gazebos, you name it.
How long you been making these beds?
About 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Aloysia, what's the story here? How'd you get involved?
I got involved about 20 years ago through a mutual friend of ours. John needed someone that could give him a hand. We were doing events. And yeah, I came right on board. And he was working with another guy, but I quickly took his place only because the other guy was just busy or whatever. And I am so happy I did. So happy to be part of the Floating Bed Company. Here we are 19, 20 years later.
Wow. Aloysia, since I know you through my good friend Heidi Little.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, maybe John won't hear this. Do you ever like fall asleep all day in the bed, and he doesn't actually know? Aloysia,
And
do
and what?
you go to sleep in the bed, when John's not looking? Do you ever?
Oh, I take any opportunity off in the bed and have a little quick nap. 2 minutes in the bed, just relaxing, relaxation, just chilling out. It's like 20 minutes of rejuvenation. So it's kind of a quick cheat. You get in and out. You're like, oh, I'm ready to go again.
So what's the deal like, how much weight can go into these? Are they all basically the same? I mean, structure, and are they made from steel and then fabric? I mean, I have a Hammacher Schlemmacher, Schlemmacher Hammacher, what do they call these?
Hammock?
You got it. So I got a present one time, and I got the stand in the backyard there, and then but the Hammacher Schlemmacher did take a dive, but it lasted a pretty long time. So this is like you're like about 10 steps above that, unless they sell it.
Ferrari.
Are you
You
selling
can't even
the
put us in the
Ferrari?
same room.
You should be said. Do you sell them the Hammacher Schlemmacher?
We don't yet, but
Well,
we probably will.
oh, you will. I'm going to go down there and we're going to discuss this. Let's do some business.
Okay.
Make a deal.
Let's make a deal. That's Monty Hall. So this is a very nice thing. But 20 years. So where can people buy these things now?
Well, for the first 10 years, I did live events. I would find any kind of event mostly in LA or Miami or Las Vegas, wherever I happen to be. And I would find there was some big 4th of July celebration in the park or whatever. And so we demoed the bed. And during that 10, 15 years, we put 40,000 people in a floating bed, gave them the pitch, let them see what the experience was. And then a number of those people bought them. And so after that, which was a lot of work, we started selling online. And we mostly sell online now, although we are in some hotels and spas and resorts and various other places. We're working on getting into stores next, but for now, people can go to a few select hotels and spend the night in a floating bed.
And where online does somebody go to purchase one?
www.floatingbed.com.
Sounds like an original name.
It is an original name and it's trademarked and the bed is patented. You asked some questions a minute ago, which were good questions. The bed is rated for 1,000 pounds. I've seen people abuse it with many more people than that. No one has ever managed to break one. The bed frame is stainless steel. It's the only stainless steel bed that we know of in the world, which means it's multi-purpose because you can put it out by the ocean like your background, right by the water, and the salt won't rust it, or you can put it in your bedroom. We have a variety of mattresses. We have memory foam, we have latex, we have organic wool.
Where are they being made?
We have our manufacturing in Fairfield, Iowa, because
USA.
USA, that's right.
Wow, that's a good one, and easy on the delay of time to distribute something, because if it has to come by a boat or any other way, unless they fly it in, and that's a fortune, right, to do those kinds of things. So is it trucked around town? I mean, people truck them, or they do so UPS them, or how do you send them?
UPS, all the way, UPS. And we
Wow.
do air freight too, because we sell a fair number of beds overseas. Like there's 20 in Australia, and there's hotels in Ireland and France that have floating beds.
Who designs them?
Well, I'm the inventor. I've been inventing health products for 50 years now professionally. And I started making nutritional products. And of course, that's a very popular thing to do. But I was ahead of the curve with quite a few things and made some money. And then in the course of working in that field, I've done a lot of study on the scientific study sites like PubMed and the Lancet and such. And I kept seeing studies on all the benefits of gentle rocking. And at some point I thought, you know, no one has ever made a bed that delivers this ideal, proper, gentle rocking motion that has so many health benefits that are easily measurable, better EEG readings, more lymphatic circulation. With all these benefits, somebody should make a product that you can lie down in and get these benefits. And no one had, so we got a patent and we started making them after it took 5 years, but we finally got started.
Congratulations, guys. Sounds really nice, real pretty. You're going to send me some copy, some text about it. And please send some JPEG pictures, because they are really gorgeous. I mean, they're talking serious gorgeous. I can see one right here, right now in my backyard now. And so, I mean, they're really beautiful. Congratulations to you both. Gets the website again. Please share.
It's floatingbed.com. And you know, I saw your event in New York at Times Square. We would love to have some beds in New York or at your event. So if there's a way we can pull that off, we can talk about that in the future.
Okay. All right. Rock and roll. Well, that's what it's all about. Rock and roll.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Hey, that Heidi, she knows who she's with. Yes, Aloysia, you want to say something?
Well, speaking of rock and roll, John is a professional bass player.
Oh, yeah.
He's a man of many different things, including speaker design. So most of his money that he made in speaker design, he actually put towards floating bed. Johnny boy, you didn't say much about yourself there. other than the health products that you've created. He created one of the first veggie burgers called the Happy Patty, John.
Yes, we made a love burger in the
A
early.
love burger back in the 70s. So
Oh, all right.
little tip there. Little
I know.
tasty nugget to end with.
You know, I did the 20th anniversary of Woodstock. I didn't go to Woodstock because I was a preppy-ish guy. But
Wow.
John mentioned his age, my age. I mentioned 75. He's a youngster by 2 days now. And so, in any case, there was a picture one time in the New Yorker. This, if you ask me, this very sophisticated, or I don't know, unsophisticated one. It's either depends how you look at these things. Magazine, and they had a picture of like all the Woodstock people, or people like with long hair and everything, all in tuxedos.
That's funny.
Have been the most successful people in the world of business and literature and presidencies and so on and so forth. Creativity, right? Are we talking? Is that where it goes, John? Is that where your brain is? It's out there.
Yeah, that's where it goes. I missed Woodstock by 2 weeks. I was in New York and had to leave, so I missed it. But a couple of months later, and this is spontaneous and unrelated maybe, but I actually was on the cover of the Rolling Stone magazine because I was at another pop festival. They took a picture of the crowd and there I was front and center. So I've actually been on the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Rock and
Nice. I got to tell Heidi. That's nice. Awesome.
So you still got a copy? You got a copy of that? Did you
Yes, I do. I'll send you that too.
send it as a JPEG. We love it. All right,
I'll
guys.
do
Thanks
it.
so much. Thanks for sharing.
Great.
All right there. Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
All right.
See you in
Thank
New
you so
York.
much.
See you in New York. Take care.
Indeed.
All right,
Very good.
bye.